Alright, welcome back to the channel. I'm working on the 65 tonight. Let's get the music off here before I get kicked out. Alright, we got the music off. Oh, hi. Holy shit. Alright, let's go over here. Show you what I got. That was a good catch. Alright, 65 Chevelle. Hard clutch pedal. Let's go. Let me show you what I got going on here. I got two things that were screwed up. One, I had no idea. I got video of it, but you're not going to see it. You're not going to know it. So I'm just going to show you and save the hassle. So, all right, hang on here. So, 1965 Chevelle clutch fork. Far as I know, this is what came in with the car. This was like this. Okay, here's the clutch fork. Okay, everybody knows what that is. First thing I found is when I went to pull this apart. This was in here like this. Alright? This is the way the car was made, okay? But the problem is, this was stuck. This was stuck in that part right there. It was stuck in there. Alright? It was literally stuck. I had to wait a little bit and finally came out. Okay? So that tells me that this is too tight. Okay? Can't move. Alright? I know this was tight. That's furthest I looked into it. Alright? I looked at this here. I actually have that in video. Maybe I can insert that here and show you what it looked like. Right here, up there, whatever. I'll show you. Doesn't look bent, but it wasn't sitting perfect. Alright. So, a friend of mine came over, Lonnie, and he played with this piece. He kept playing, and he said, push the clutch in. This piece here would not give. So the clutch needed to give, like, it needed to push in and give. I mean, this is exaggeration, but it needed to give. And it wouldn't give. It was locked in place, and it was so hard that he believes what was happening there, because it was binding, it's trying to bend the shit. Instead of push it in, it's trying to bend it as it pushes in. I got this backwards, but it still don't matter. Get the idea. All right. So I go to take it all apart today, drop everything out of the car. With the camera, or not the camera, yeah, with the camera, with mirrors, with lights, trying to look in there. I thought everything was good to go with the throw bearing. Okay. All right, throw bearing. That's the way it's supposed to look, right? That's the way it's supposed to look. When I pulled it apart, this is how it was. That's how it was. Right there's a... Didn't know that. So how it got that way, I don't know. I know it don't go that way. I just showed you how it's supposed to go. You got your little dimple there. That goes in. Goes right together. Just like it's supposed to. So what it did, I have no idea. How it got that way, I don't know. If the transmission, you know, moved it in and then moved it out, I don't know. But that ain't good either. All right, so this is my mistake, I believe, because I didn't catch it. I didn't know it, obviously, but I didn't catch it, didn't see it, didn't know it. One, this is off a little bit. Is that a problem? I really don't think so, because it's got springs on it to keep everything tight. It wasn't enough to knock it out of place. Alright, so what else? Oh, I know what else. Brand new throw bearing. Brand spanking new. Lonnie comes over. I never really checked it. It's brand new. It just goes like this. I don't know if you can hear that with the fan running, but you can hear a little bit of bearing slap in there. All right, I didn't think much of that. I mean, you know, it does have bearings in it. You know, you shouldn't hear it with the grease, but you never know. But when I take my fingers like this and I whip it as hard as I can, you're not going to hear it, but you can hear it chatter in the bearing. Brand new bearing, and it's chattering. Let's buy some more China shit. I looked it up. BCA used to be good quality product. Guess who owns BCA now? Federal Mogul. Guess where Federal Mogul builds your shit? China. Alright, that's all I got for you. It did wear a little mark on here. I already flat filed it because I thought I was going to use it, but I mean, if it's got a little, I flat filed it and then I checked it, and then I found out it just making a little noise. So I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to put it back in for 40 bucks. I'll see if I can find a new one. If I got to wait a day, I got to wait a day. I'm not putting it back together with a shitty bearing. So, yeah. Alright, just to give you a little more information on this. Now you gotta remember, I had a center force clutch. I had a center force clutch in this car. Same car. The clutch was like butter. Was. Now I doubt I had the throw-up bearing wrong twice. But both cars started off with an easy pedal. So did this snap in and then get hard because it tried bending it? I believe so. So I got one of these coming. I got one of these coming. And I got to source one of these tomorrow. Stay tuned. I do want to shout out to Lonnie for helping me out, checking it out. Second opinion in this. Second opinion on this. Just to make sure I ain't missing nothing. Alright. I appreciate it a lot, buddy. Thanks. Alright. She's a pretty warm one, but my dad's going to be here tomorrow. And I'm still working on this. Clutch is in. New parts are in. I can't remember what I all showed you. I don't know if I showed you if the new throw-out bearing was junk too, but it was. And yeah, I went to check the plate of my clutch. And I got about, feels about right. About an inch and a half in here. And look at this shit. Look at that. She's fixed, thank God. And no hydraulic clutch. It's just a new fork, new adjuster. And it wasn't supposed to be a new throw-up bearing, but it is. So, where I'm at now, I'm going to go down there and finish tightening everything up now. I wanted to test it before I tightened everything. Alrighty, stay tuned. Our test drive, clutch is in. Oh, I shouldn't say the clutch is in, but the parts are in. We are probably at least 40 minutes from home already. We're going to have put a good ride on her today. Probably have 150, 200 miles going to run it. And I didn't get out of Horicon, and guess what I did? I put the linkage wrong on third and fourth. So on the shifter, third is actually, what are you doing?
Showing the shifter.
I'm like, so yeah, the shifter's backwards, but that's all right. We're trying to get some gas mileage today, so we're gonna try to stay out of the gas. All right, hopefully make it home.
Got some nice.
She's a Chevy, she'll make her.
Nice scenery on our ride to God knows where.
This is Highway 83, south of North Lake. If you never take this way, you should. It's a nice ride.
Have a good day.
Alright, just to step back a little bit on the clutch, the hard part, all that stuff. So the center force clutch was like butter, went hard. I got a feeling that that fork and that goddamn can't even think now. Extension, whatever you're gonna call it, adjuster, there we go. I think that was the problem there. So there you go. Take my apology back for ripping on center force, but it did slip and it did not hold the 600 force, they said. That's for damn sure. But if that fork is going crooked on actually no, it wouldn't have been crooked anyways. So maybe the clutch couldn't handle the horsepower, but the hard part was my doing, it's not theirs. So, and now when I think about this, editing all this stuff, that was pushing so hard on that, trying to bend that fork because the adjuster was stuck in that hole. Well, if it's trying to bend the fork could have pulled out of that bearing and it came back in and got crooked onto that throw bearing real easy if it was that hard. So yeah, I am blaming it all on that adjuster and that fork being just wore out. I actually don't know how it should have been because I've never seen that type before. Lonnie never saw that type before. My dad never saw that type before, and he's an old schooler, so not sure where that part came from. If you guys know what that came out of, for shits and giggles, post it, because I'd like to know if that's original 65 throw-up fork or not, or, you know, throw-up bearing, fork, etc. and adjuster. So that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. I already went on vacation, but this will be coming out after my vacation. But that's it for a week. I'm off. See you later.